Alright guys, welcome to another tactical review of Ghost Recon, and in this video I'm using the much acclaimed Heroes Unleashed mod, which is I think something like 6 gigabytes worth of information, maps, weapons, textures. The team actually redid the maps, and the fog layer is a lot nicer than what the original was, so even by today's standards, you know, some of these terrains are not bad. I mean, it's not going to be 2014 standards, but it still looks pretty decent. So as you can see, I have two teams here. Alpha is typically my assault team, Bravo is my support team, and Bravo right now has a machine gunner that will lay down any covering fire that I need, and then Alpha is my primary kind of CQB team. They're going to do any building clearing and any assaults on fixed positions. Alright, so first thing I want to do is set up Bravo to kind of crawl up this hill and just check out
We're gone.
any enemies.
Taking a look around. Out of sight.
And this is by far one of the best tactical shooters ever created, and I think in my mind it still reigns king to this day until something similar comes out. There's just the feel that this sim has. I don't even want to call it a game. It's more like a military simulation, because it's just very realistic. One shot, one kills, depending on, you know, if you get a headshot.
Need a medic. Enemy sighted.
And you can suppress the enemy, so they will run for cover if the firepower is just overwhelming. So I'll go ahead and ask Bravo to suppress. Let's see if they can do that.
Fire and free.
And just look at how the character movement is. You can see he's holding his gun down, kind of a ready position, and then he does point it if he's scanning the horizon. And they just move in a very realistic manner. See him carrying his weapon there. So because of the no health bar, and this was, you know, one of the original tactical shooters right after Ghost Recon, it really adds that element of suspense, and that's pretty much how to describe it. It's just really tense, and there's no epic music or explosions going on or anything like that. It's basically nature sounds, and it creates a feeling that you're really in the environment. You can hear the wind in the background. So I'll hold here, and I got some tangos up there. So you can see chest shot, no armor plating, tangos down. And I really think this title still just holds true to its name, and I really wish they would come out with something that was with the spirit of the original Ghost Recon like this, which is, you would think, not hard to do because there's already a template for it, and it's more simple. It's more complicated to have a health bar and regenerating health than it is to just have, you know, one hit kills, and if you get a headshot, you're dead. You know, if you get a chest shot, if you get an arm shot, your breathing's gonna go heavy. It seems like we're going backwards in the tactical genres rather than forwards, and I don't want to make this a complaint video, but Ghost Recon is really praiseworthy, and if you haven't tried it out, I strongly encourage you guys to do so. We'll see what I'm talking about here. Alright. Again, with the silence weapons, we're still making some noise, but we're not going to be as pronounced. So I'll go ahead and switch over to Bravo and let Alpha kind of cover here. And look at just the way this guy, and the way they hold their weapons. I mean, it's legit. Just their positioning, the way they move, they're very careful. Alright. I know a lot of guys complain about, this is pre-modern gaming in the sense of having a 3D rifle, that you could see. And when I was growing up, I was probably a teenager, 16 years old, 17 years old when this title came out. So it's pretty normal to me, just not having that 3D animation. But I know some guys have an issue with that. It's really not a big deal because you forget about that in the immersion of this. And I think that's a key word when you're talking about these old school tactical shooters, whether it's Rainbow Six or this title, Ghost Recon. There's probably two key words. One is suspense or tension, and the other one is immersion. I know Side Strafe, another YouTube channel, he did a review, old school review on this, and he really nailed it on the head. He said that it's one of those games that just wraps the screen around your head. And I think that's, I think it was Side Strafe, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's probably the most accurate representation of this. It's a weird phenomenon to describe unless you experience it for yourself. You fully get immersed in the game. I think the essence of a good title, of good tactical shooters, you get immersed in the experience. And right now I'm using a slow walk, which is called a shuffle in this. Go ahead and lay down here. And I'll bring Alpha up to support. So this is the main compound that we're supporting. Bravo's over there, and we're gonna just come up from this end and see if we can assault.
It's an ambush. Take cover.
So there's a few guys coming out from there, so I'll go ahead and throw a grenade. Reload while we're behind cover here. Pie this corner, clear. Check, see if any more guys want to stick up their heads. Alright, looks good. Oh, got company. So you can see I took a nice hit there.
We got a casualty.
Taking some fire from down here. And that's what I like to see, suppressive fire. Alright. So I was hoping to get a perfect run. Unfortunately that didn't happen, but it's the nature of this. And you can see that guy, see him scattering, and that's because of this suppressive fire that I'm throwing. And I'll let Bravo cover this sector. And I'll take Alpha. This is a cool tactical map, so you can move your guys pretty much anywhere you want. Get these guys in cover here. I don't know where that fire's coming from.
Taking some lead.
Alright, we got the airfield. And I'm using a Heroes Unleashed mod as well as a gore. There's some sort of gore mod which really adds some just more elaborate gore details as far as wounds and things like that. I think the original gore was just kind of tuned down. Alright, so we got the airfield, and I lost a couple guys, unfortunately. I'll bring Alpha Team up. And you can see my guys are wounded on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. And, jeez, that guy got it. And you can see bullet holes in the vehicle. And that does affect your breathing, and you won't be able to run. If you get shot in the leg, that's gonna slow you down as well. This mission is from the expansion pack for Ghost Recon called Island Thunder, and it was an expansion to the existing original title, which was primarily Cold War based against the Russians. So every time you enter a room, you want to check your corners because you just don't know who's lurking around. And you know that one shot, pretty much one kill. So you want to be careful. And that's the type of suspense that, a lot of the modern shooters miss because it's just too forgiving. And that actually takes away from the immersion. Can you imagine even like a multiplayer Call of Duty style action game with one-shot kills or wounding? That's not recoverable. I mean, that would be pretty. You can go hardcore mode, I guess, but it would be substantially cooler. And there's some promise for Siege that's coming up, which has some sort of hardcore wounding system, which is cool. But I really wish they would just do something like this and just update it with modern textures, models, lighting. This is still running. I think DirectX like 8, maybe 9. I'm not sure. No, it's probably not running 9. Contact. So right up on the hill there. And you do have to lead your shots if somebody's walking. Alright, I'm gonna go full auto. Alright, 2 tangos down. I'll get him. Oh, somebody's suppressing us now from that position. Alright. Jeez. Yeah, they're not too happy, huh? Alright, so relocate here. We'll get Bravo to cover this sector. I'm sorry, we'll get Alpha to cover that sector, and we'll kind of... I love the snipers in this too. They look awesome. In the ghillie suits. Alright. And Heroes Unleashed, it does update the weapons just to be more HD, which is nice. And I think Heroes Unleashed kind of a little bit multiplayer based in that a lot of the maps you're not going to see in the campaign, but there are quite a number of maps for you to use. And there's Alpha Team covering that in. Whoa. Jeez. Alright, let's see if we can get a grenade out there.
Look out!
Looks like some guys are outside there. around this end here. Looks like we got significant contact from the south. Again, doing the shuffle here. Alright, so I just brought Bravo team around the left flank here. And there's Alpha kind of stuck in that position. We're pinned down by guys up here, and looks like down here as well. So let's see if we can locate these guys. Contact. There we go. And that was a sniper shot from that. Or maybe that was Mark 17.
Orders acknowledged.
Keep moving up here. Try to reload before we get in contact again. You never know if somebody's hiding in buildings. Alright, so looking good here. I'll leave Bravo here to cover the outside. Switch back over to Alpha. And we'll check out. Check out the north end here. And you can actually use, real life tactics like, suppression, flanking. All those things will work in this, which is what adds to the realism of it. The enemies will react to suppressive fire. As you saw, that one guy will actually take cover if he's being overwhelmed. And one mod that I highly recommend is Droppy's Enemy Realism mod. And what that does is it decreases the accuracy. This title was really frustrating in that the accuracy of the AI, much like ARMA and all these hardcore tactical shooters, for some reason the developers feel that they have to give AI super aim, and so you get the whole AK sniper fire that is indicative of the ARMA Series as well as Operation Flashpoint. Well, that is definitely here. The guy could be 1,000 meters away with an AK-47. First glance, the guy's standing up 1,000 meters away, headshot. So what Droppy's mod does, I'll go ahead and suppress them just a little bit more here in case anybody else wants to. Fire from this end. Jeez.
Man down.
Ah.
Got a man down here.
Oh, jeez.